What's up, guys? How's it going? So nobody's answering me IRL instead of in chat. The chaos my mic is currently picking up is Shinobi doing something in the kitchen. Are you alright? Alrighty. First things first. Priorities. I don't remember. Who did I take with me before? Emmrich was the one on the rescue mission. I think the deciding thing last time was just Davrin, so. did change my encoder preset in OBS from faster to fastest, so I'm hoping that'll help reduce you guys' lag at least. Because you sent the griffins to Arlos and they're learning how to become guardians of the forest.
How's the training going?
Just a minute.
Oh, shoot. Forgot to turn my subtitles back on.
Poachers are nearby. The Hulla are in trouble. Quick, to your positions. Go!
Ever tried gingerwort tea? Heard it's got some kick.
You're joking. Who in their right mind would drink that?
Yeah, who would?
No one I know.
Though I did hear worms are a big hit with griffins.
Worms? Who said that?
Irv Matur. He's a wise old elf I once knew.
Right.
Looks like you met your match there, Eldrin.
They know none of this is real. Won't waste the effort.
You need to rouse the raptor in them.
That gives me an idea.
Wait, what's happening?
The Hulla are in trouble, and
Wait, what is happening? All of a sudden I'm wearing my Kunari armor. What? Who put me in a different outfit all of a sudden? Is this a bug or is this part of this exercise here?
hunters nearby. Attack!
No.
Got it!
Okay. Bottom right. No, of the window. That's where it is on mobile. Mm. This loading screen is taking as long as the actual interaction. Before I forget. Oh, well, it took less time than I thought it was going to. Next, we gotta stop crazy witch lady. Her soul-eating lamp. Genobi's patting goes with the fly swatter.
Wasn't around it. It's great.
He's a giant furry fly buzzing around the ice cream, or mewing around the ice cream. I'm almost done. You can lick the bowl. There you go. Is it yummy? What? You've got a little spot on your nose. Okay. It's all. Yeah, probably not as cold as it was on the screen. Would you like a lap? Also got new quests in Navarra to pick up, apparently. You're attempting to scoop up the cat in the box. And it's working. Oh, I clicked the wrong one, but...
Prepare for the hunt.
We've traced several disappearances to an unusual possession.
It seeks fear. Cut it down.
Actually, I should probably go back to the lighthouse first anyway, just to make sure there aren't any follow-up dialogues. Davrin. Oop. The Griffin's new home. Rook, it was good you stopped by with Davrin to see how the Griffins are growing. One of them, Hades, is a faster learner. She came by the other day and flung a nut snake down at my feet. Nasty things. Unnatural and twisted by magic. They can clear an area of wildlife in less than a day, then start a nest the next that sucks the plants dry. Hades had torn it to pieces. Clever girl. I think these Griffins are now exactly where they need to be. Take care, Eldrin. Awesome. Do you know if he's putting a valiant effort into preventing Ghost from...
Harding's looking well.
Yep.
I thought I detected a new spring in her step.
Huh. Good. We're together.
Ah, so that's why Harding's been humming your name to herself.
She has? That's good. If she wants to, it's fine.
Enjoy yourselves, Tash. Truly.
Okay, that's kind of cute.
You would have let Sam walk.
If that's what he wanted, didn't seem right to make the decision for him.
Not sorry he stayed, though.
I would have been miserable if he left. You must be happy about it, too. Who would you spoil without a son around?
Spoil? That bird's spreading rumors about me again.
Oh, come off it, Neb. We all spoil the song and you know it.
Okay, so the plan is basically to sneak around, find Hezenkos's lantern, and smash it.
Okay, when I chose Lucanus as the other one, I kind of forgot that there was sneaking involved. That makes choosing the crow extra appropriate.
That's quite a crowd over in the manor.
Johanna's gathering. If she's mingling there, we'll be spotted. Fortunately, we have someone who could pass as a servant.
You don't think he'll stand out?
There'll be other undead servants. I'd be surprised if Johanna recognized him. You know, she never truly appreciated Manfred's cleverness. Right, Manfred. You're to find Johanna's guests and help us gather information on where her workshop might be. We'll be watching in case anything occurs.
Something's gonna occur.
Once
Something always occurs.
we find and destroy Johanna's lantern, we'll end whatever she's planning. Hopefully before she introduces the lantern to her guests.
That should be enough time for Manfred to blend in as a servant.
Let's find a place inside to observe him, quietly.
Right.
There we go. Some of these boxes, I swear, they just like invisibly dodge whatever I... Oh. This is Blackthorn Manor. Okay. I was gonna say, this looks like our other side. Because it is.
Let's find another way in.
Johanna's last guests must already be in attendance.
There's a lot of people here. Hezenkos must be planning to drain their souls with her lantern.
And after that?
Raise more undead, I'd wager. But no ordinary revival would require such a massive store of magic.
Sounds like the party's in that main hall where we confronted Hezenkos.
Perfect. We can watch Manfred discreetly from the balconies.
And see if Hezenkos has that lantern on her.
And destroy her pottery along the way.
There's Manfred. And Johanna.
But no lantern.
Now, you were saying about a shrine in the manor.
Yes, a shrine revealed by a spectral tome, which, as an expert, I could read if our host ever lets me into the library.
Wait, where is Manfred? I don't see
An
Manfred.
ancestral shrine. I could question the deceased there about the location of Johanna's lantern.
Well, if a book can lead us to the shrine, let's hit the library.
I'm just waiting for our host's grand announcement.
My invitation was so unexpected. I thought Hesenkost despised me after I beat her to an unsealed crypt some years back.
She probably does despise you. Probably why you're here.
The library's to the east, right? Where we closed Hesenkost's portal into the Fade.
Why did she return to this mansion?
Johanna must have a workshop hidden here. Likely where she's prepared whatever she plans to empower with this lantern.
Oh shoot, I'm an idiot. I just realized most of why I don't think I've brought Veilguard and Emmrich together out very often, because they both do necrotic damage. Fortunately, this guy seems to be vulnerable to it anyway.
We're not alone here. Johanna's creatures, we must deal with them quickly. I'd expected Johanna to post more guards.
Maybe she didn't want to scare her guests. Let's see if we can find that book pointing to the ancestral shrine.
Thinking a stable tether here was worth the effort. No prying visitors so far. Oh, I think we read this before when we were here.
Nothing about a shrine here.
And what's a romance doing under geography?
Now, why does it not surprise me that Emmrich would be the kind to be annoyed about lack of organization in a library?
This isn't it?
Ah, a handsomely bound volume, but no.
Well, I really hope that bumping down my encoder setting in OBS helped with you guys' lag, because it certainly didn't help with mine at all. I knew it wouldn't have, but, you know.
I can't even read this one.
It's written in tomb script. Intriguing, but not what we're after.
What about this? That book just snarled at me.
Ah, there's our spectral tome. Well done.
It's not opening.
One must be delicate. That guest of Johanna's claimed to be an expert in spectral literature.
And was interested in the shrine. Let's have Manfred hand him the book, see what he says.
We have them! Take this shot!
Oh, is it just one guy? I was sworn there was another one. My ultimate was already full.
Were you waiting for us? Manfred, take this tome to the man asking about the shrine, please.
Don't worry. We'll watch from the balcony.
I tried to pick up the bag and I stabbed the painting instead. Oh well.
What's this? The Spectral Guide to Blackthorn Manor? There now. I only want to look up one thing. Ah, there is an ancestral shrine in the northwest wing.
I just gotta say, we must have supersonic hearing to be able to hear, unless he's shouting about secret ancestral shrines and which wing they're in. To be able to hear from the balcony, we must all have super hearing.
Perfect. Let's go to the shrine.
Yes, the deceased there should be most helpful in finding Johanna's lantern. This way to the shrine.
I've never been to a party with so many mages without being hired to kill one of them.
Were your targets always mages?
Not all the time. But how do we kill Hezenkos? Does she even breathe?
It's unlikely. The stilling of the lungs is one of the first blessings of undeath.
Don't worry. We'll find a way.
Ah, the shrine's locked.
We must find a... Manfred?
Is this a key to the shrine?
Excellent, Manfred.
Did he just walk through the wall? Did bony little Manfred just break a fucking stone wall without us noticing? That hole looks remarkably Manfred-sized. Okay.
Oh my! A body from the House of the Verheims, prepared during the Storm Age.
Well, anyone can see that.
We'll have to inter it safely in the necropolis.
How did I know that the sarcasm was going to be totally lost on Emmrich?
Afterwards.
Time to find Hezenkos. He's all yours, Emmrich.
By flame and seal, by light and flood, open your eyes once more.
Who dares disturb?
Friends to the dead.
Friends. This one was abandoned. Lost.
Emmrich, it's getting noisy.
He's unusually obstinate. Speak! Where is Hezenkos?
Prove yourselves. What claim have you to the deceased? I will.
Okay. Manfred talks now. As of right this second.
Dead companion. This one concedes.
Interesting.
Hezenkos makes a thing that should not be. Red tapestry. Look there.
There's one on the wall in the hallway, just above Rook's head there. Hello, kitty cat. Are you looking for chaos to cause? Hmm? Or you just want somebody to pay attention to you? Hmm? It's very cute that you get all content and quiet the second I pick you up. The problem is I need both hands to work a gamepad. Hmm? Have you though? Can I offer you a lap instead? Can we compromise with a lap? How about that? Hmm? Will you stay there and let me play? Ma'am? Thank you.
Rook, did you hear that? Manfred just...
I know. Also, we should move.
He hit me in the face.
Oh, he can talk. Manfred, say something else.
I was about to say he hit me in the face with his tail when he did, and then he did it again.
Come now, you just spoke.
We have to go.
Yes, yes.
I guess I have been in all these rooms already. So many of the rooms in this building are the same. See. Just gotta beat up all their storage. Because the Shadow Dragons and the Mornwatch still need their shops upgraded, and we're going to need all the money we can get for that. Entire party deals plus 25% damage versus demons and undead. That's pretty good. Less stagger than his current one, but slightly more damage. Given that especially right now, it's probably going to be all undead enemies. Go ahead and equip that. I broke the thing and almost fell down. Nice. Tragedy writ in stone. I can't believe we found the remains of famed architect Sir Godry. His ancestors were the original builders of Blackthorn Manor. Godry was said to be close to finishing his life's work, repairing the estate to its original grandeur, when the Blackthorns sent word of his, quote, crushingly tragic accident. One wonders, the youngest of the Blackthorns was said to be a jealous man. Or perhaps Godry discovered something unseemly in the vaults. Once we've ferried his remains back to the necropolis, I must have a chat with the man. From Emmrich's diary. Following the Red Tapestry Road. And which ultimate do I have equipped? Switch it back to the necrotic one, since so far you guys have all been wonder what makes it an Anders vessel. The first time I picked it up, I thought it might have been like a unique item or something, but since then, I've gotten a number of them just from breaking pots and barrels and things, so.
More undead.
Yep.
Hannah's work. We're on the right track.
All right. Where's that red tapestry?
There are so many things to break in here.
I'll need a wisp.
No pot shall be left unbroken. Also, I'm getting more and more convinced that Manfred is just walking straight through these walls and leaving Manfred-sized holes in his wake, because this one's a little taller, but it's still close to Manfred-sized.
This wall looks... Ah! Secret door.
Manfred, could you please squeeze through and open the door from the other side? Yes! Aha! I knew I didn't imagine him speaking.
How can Manfred talk now?
He began as a wisp that embodied what most wisps do: curiosity. I knew he was learning quickly outside the necropolis, but this level of complexity is remarkable.
Does a skeleton need to learn anything? He's not even alive.
Ah, but Lucanus, what is life considered holistically?
Why did I ask that?
I don't know, Lucanus. You would think you'd know better by now.
Good work, Manfred.
Hope this leads to where Hezenkos is keeping that lantern.
I can only imagine what she's planning to use it for.
Gilded invitation. Dearest guest, famed necromancer Johanna Hezenkos invites you to a gathering of like-minded colleagues in Blackthorn Manor to witness a demonstration of her newest breakthrough in the romantic arts. Necromantic arts, sorry. Romantic arts. No, definitely not that. While your host must keep details a secret, she assures you this evening is not to be missed. Dinner will be served after a short lecture. a unique item chest. It's exciting. Essence Vortex, unique ring. Abilities now cost plus 50 momentum to activate. Wait, plus 50. I don't even know how they're measuring momentum, because when you pick up a skill, it shows you whether it uses like one momentum point, as in you filled up to one of the dots. But I haven't seen anywhere that indicates that one of the dots is worth like a certain amount, so I have no idea what that means. Plus 30% ability damage. Using an ability now heals you for 1 health per momentum spent. Interesting. Seneschal's notebook. Recent acquisitions. Grey Warden helmet, promising provenance. Third Blight. Tapestry from Tanterville, depicting Our Lady Andraste. Legion theater masks, never worn. Perhaps these will bring his lordship out of his mood. He's been low ever since we uncovered those tombs in the cliffs, and what lay inside them. Before I pull this lever, I don't think anything happened when I pulled this one, but I want to look at some of the others. Actually, no, this one is not quite the same as the one in there. I'm betting this is some kind of puzzle. I just don't know if I've gotten to the point where completing it is possible without doing it by accident. Now that's interesting. Other one turn off? Oh. Oh, I see. Oh, okay, it's those two and the one in the cage part. I get it. After that one part in Arlothan, last time or the time before, you would think I'd know to just look up at the wall, because that's where the code usually is. Looked dumb last time, did not manage to not look dumb this time. Uh-huh.
Ah, another shrine.
Fresh flowers. Someone has been here.
Crumbling note. For the fairest of flowers, may she keep her bloom in death. Whoa. I don't know why I find it creepy that this skeleton is laid out all nice and dignified like, and then on either side there are braziers that instead of coal or wood have bones and skulls in them which are on fire, or necromantic fire anyway. Like, somehow that feels like a threat. I don't even know why. This looks like a puzzle. Maybe. Maybe not. Hey. I was just trying to break the box.
This must lead to Johanna's workshop.
What's that through the wall?
That's creepy. Yikes much? Why do I have a sinking suspicion that thing's gonna come alive and try to eat me?
Oh my word!
Mierda.
I thought you and your little friends might worm your way to my party, Karen.
Johanna, even half-lich, you can't control something this massive.
Ha! Such little faith!
That glow on the skeleton up there? That's Hezenkos's lantern.
She's going to use the life stored in it to reanimate that monstrosity. Quickly, we must reach the lantern.
Hint, hint. Stop smashing bases, I guess. Or failing to smash vases, maybe? Gotta make sure I didn't miss anything around this side. Ink splattered note. Last invitations to send. Dravelton, the dullard. Wiltonbach. Did she think I'd never read that critique? Lavenhotst. He dared plagiarize some of my work. That one condescending professor of antiquities. What is his name? Volkarin? Too much of a risk. I'll crush him later, at my leisure. And that preposterous skeleton he drags everywhere nowadays.
This is a revenge list.
Johanna was never one to refuse a long and complex grudge.
People from the party, you,
Surprising?
and Manfred.
How dare she?
Oh, that's a book, not a box. Can't stab books. Books don't give anything if you stab them. They just kind of sit there. Okay, I'm done farming for basic cell junk now. That's fair. Oh wait, one more pot. There we go. Now I'm done, I swear. Plus 4 momentum on kill. Plus 15% momentum generation. Plus 50 maximum momentum. Again, still don't know how much that actually is. Damage increases with your current momentum. If it weren't for the enchant on this ring I'm currently wearing, which gives plus 25% momentum, I would swap those. But I'd be swapping one with a 25% momentum, or plus 25% momentum generation enchant for a plus 15% built in, so. At the moment that doesn't make a lot of sense, but if I take it back to the lighthouse and can move enchantments around and stuff, it will make sense. If I'm remembering correctly, I think sadistic is the one where it gets healed every time one of its buddies dies.
Triumph! There you go!
Good job, guys. I mean, I was gonna stab the things, but I actually pulled out my weapon. Oh, yep, there he is. I was about to say, I pulled out my weapon before I went to stab the thing. I thought there was another enemy, and I was correct, there was. Oh, there were stairs right there. I knew that. What's it? Nine? Oh. Jump down. Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't miss any corners because I got distracted by fighting guys. That looks like a spot I could jump up to.
Nice one, Emmrich.
Oops. That was a last minute emergency jump. I made him fall in the void. And then I almost did the exact same thing.
That one, quickly!
Oh. Apparently I didn't quite get me before.
That was a lot of undead.
You may as well weep for the fuel in a bonfire.
I'm seeing why Hezenkos failed that lich morality test.
We must make haste to that lantern.
Figure out where I am.
Unbelievable! Johanna's stolen a chamber from the Grand Necropolis and transposed it under Blackthorn Manor.
Mages. You want contracts on your life? This is how you get a contract on your life.
The Necropolis's wards here are still intact. No wonder we couldn't sense what she's been creating.
I think I can't sense your undead lackey sneaking about.
Oh, I wish Manfred had stayed above.
He'll be fine. We'll handle this.
Whoa.
That one's ready.
Manfred, there you are.
And can you release that ladder?
Thank you, Manfred. Now find somewhere safe.
I had to check. You never know. There might have been shinies out there. Thing is really quite horrifying. Wouldn't it be nice if I could just make this thing? Obviously, it's not going to be that easy, but
There's the lantern. You gonna free the spirits inside?
We must, before we can destroy it.
Like back when you were freeing those spirits Hezenkos trapped in the manor? That took a lot out of you.
I must try, Rook.
Emmrich?
There are too many trapped spirits. I'm sorry. I can't. Another lash of power might end me.
What's that, Volkaren? Afraid to chance death for your precious spirits? For all your fine words on the subject, only I had the courage to risk my life for our art.
oh, so many good options here. I could court Emmrich. I could be a sarcastic smartass. Or I could be a sarcastic smartass. Isn't she only a half-lich anyway? Oh, but it's because she failed the test, not because she didn't die, I suppose.
I've seen Emmrich face worse than you.
I'm not the one so paralyzed by fear I couldn't seize immortality.
Johanna! Listen to me! You're right. I've never overcome fear of that final dark. I miss having a friend that could.
Yes. Always the idealist.
I'm sorry lichdom failed you. I swear I would have helped you had you come to me. But puppeting this creature...
Puppet? Puppet? Do you think I'm staying a failed lich? I won't command my greatest creation! I will become it!
Uh-oh. Tells the party guests, like, I thought this was a dinner party. Why is everything shaking?
How good to see you, friends. Scoffing colleagues, interfering Templars, inept rivals. You all have a place in my heart. And tonight you will fuel my ascension at the cost of your miserable lives. Move!
Yeah, Manfred, no shit.
You think you...
Oh, good grief. Guess that's one way to do ceiling lighting.
Can stop me? Once I get rid of you, I will merge with my greatest work and conquer this city!
Oh, good. I was very much afraid she was gonna be the one person in all this that was, like, resistant to necrotic.
Emmrich, can she do that?
Yes! She's attempting full possession with the life of the people here.
We need to stop Hezenkos long enough to destroy that lantern.
That much life inside it. The backlash could...
We don't have a choice.
Why can I not turn my camera?
Once I destroy... you wretches, my union with my creations will be complete! Aren't you persistent? Fine! I'll go down there myself!
About time.
Silence!
Excellent coordination.
I'll crush you myself if I must. It's touching that you brought your new friends to die with you, Veilguard.
So much can't see anything.
I'll be sure to bury you all in the same tomb!
I've made that one ready.
Uh-oh. That's weird. The game froze, but I can still move the camera. We get a close-up of me stabbing a wall. I don't really know what to do about this. Or it looks like lava. Nothing is moving. None of my buttons work. But I can still rotate the camera at will. Without lag even, which is interesting. Well, it's about time to feed the kitty cat anyway. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it and see if it catches up. Nobi? If my battle picks back up without me, would you hit the pause button so I can go feed the kitty cat without dying? Start. I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. I fed the kitty and it's still not back, so I'm beginning to think I might have to just force stop the game and reboot it. Probably have to start the battle over, which kind of sucks, but I mean, none of the buttons work except for the photo mode thing, so I feel like it has to be a bug rather than a computer thing, because otherwise, because the camera isn't even lagging.
You think you can stop me? Once I get rid of you, I will... merge with my greatest work and conquer this city!
Emmrich, can she do that?
Yes! She's attempting full possession with the life of the people here!
In a while since I gives a random sub, so here's all the emotes. There's some pretty cute ones in there, I like it. That cat looks like he's listening to a good bop.
We need to stop Hezenkos long enough to destroy that lantern.
With that much life inside it? The backlash could...
We don't have a choice.
Lying old lady.
Aren't you persistent? Fine! I'll go down there myself!
About time.
Silence! Crush you myself if I must. It's touching that you brought your new friends to die with you, Veilguard. I'll be sure to bury you all in the same tomb!
I made that one ready!
I'm not doing anything fast enough.
Can't stop.
Every time I almost get my momentum back so I can actually use an ability on her. It goes away again.
This isn't working. We can't break the land. You think I'd leave myself vulnerable to you? Enough playing! Your pointless lives will fuel my triumph!
We have to move! She's draining...
Where? I don't think I've even been to that channel. I'm confused unless that was straight out to them or something. Very well could be. I've ended up in all sorts of random channels because Dallas is so good at raiding out to people.
Hide from us. We must find shelter.
Right.
Oh, I guess we don't have to actually do it. They'll do it for us.
Can't free the spirits in that lantern?
It might kill me and not even work. No living thing can approach it and... Manfred! Come back!
Shit.
Any last words, Valkarin, before I... Ugh, you miserable little...
Manfred!
Manfred knew you could do this. So do I.
By the spirits bound here, night and shadow, light and blood.
What are you doing?
Let your chains loosen. Let the Fade draw close.
You'll never succeed, you old fool!
I release you to the air.
No! You small-minded...
She couldn't call him a coward anymore, so it was small-minded instead. Did her own hand just run away from her? I think it might have.
Emmrich, how's Manfred holding together? Oh.
We must go to the necropolis. His body could only take so much. But I underestimated him, Rook. What bravery in the heart of the dead. And how he grew. Manfred disobeyed me beautifully. He was his own soul at the end.
Can you bring him back?
I will ask.
Emmrich Volkaren. You were not expected so soon.
Ooh. As much as I really want to be irreverent and sassy, I feel like Emmrich needs the support at the moment.
If I can do anything to help.
Thank you. But this must come from me. My lord, I come regarding Manfred, my fallen companion.
Yes, there are ways to return his spirit. But should you do this, Lichdom falls from your grasp.
Oh.
What? Why?
Lichdom is long. If I'm to stand outside death, I must make peace with others passing through it.
What would we otherwise become? How many exceptions till tyranny? Revive him and remain mortal. Or let him slumber and join us.
Emmrich.
Manfred chose to help us. Am I too weak to accept his well-earned rest? I yearn for Lichdom Rook, that leap into something greater, that everlasting light. Do I revive him and live out my days? Or do I honor death by letting him rest and protect this world through immortality?
Interesting. I get the point of this decision more than I did the Griffin decision. The Griffin decision, it was kind of, it felt a little bit forced. Like, I couldn't really see why we wouldn't be able to, like, do either a combination of both or give the Griffins the choice, or both, like, you know, raise them in Arlothan at first until they're like old enough to decide or whatever. This one makes more sense because, I mean, if Emmrich's going to be immortal, then yeah, everybody he knows is going to die eventually. So it sort of makes sense that this would be a bit of a test in a way of like which one matters more to him. Of course, because I can't just, I have to overthink the decisions. I mean, honestly, it's probably what you guys are here for at this point. If you're not, then I don't know why you're still around. Because it happens all the time. So on the one hand, reviving him feels a little bit like it sort of undermines his independent choice in a way. I don't know if undermines is the right word, but like, he was clearly thinking for himself because he directly disobeyed Emmrich. And he made that choice for himself, so it feels a little questionable to be like, no, screw you, you're coming back regardless. But also, I think part of the reason it feels that way is because given how much Manfred really cared about Emmrich in his own funny little guy sort of way, like, if I were in Manfred's shoes, I'd be kind of pissed off if somebody gave up a dream they were passionate about to bring me back from the dead after I chose to sacrifice myself to help them out, if that makes sense. I'd be like, I sacrificed myself to help you out, so what the fuck are you doing? But also, Manfred's adorable. And I think if there was anybody who was ever made for Lichdom, it's Emmrich. Especially given that conversation, I don't remember who it was he was talking to about it. It might have been Lucanus. It was one of those lighthouse conversations I was eavesdropping on, but he was basically describing all the appeals of living forever and, you know, the limitless possibilities of, like, exploring stuff and learning new things and whatever. And I think it was Lucanus. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Lucanus. Was like, yeah, but then you have to, like, watch everybody you know grow old and die. And Emmrich's comeback was, but then you get to make new friends. And I feel like if that's his outlook on life, then Lichdom is probably more right for him than most people. Definitely more than me. He might come back as Fredman, who's probably less affordable. Adorable. Who is this expensive Fredman you speak of? I feel like this is a reference I'm not getting. The thing is, like, I feel like Emmrich feels like Lichdom is kind of his purpose. And I think giving it up permanently, I don't think he'd be entirely happy for, like, the rest of his life, because for starters, he'd be feeling like he's just marching toward his own death, like, inevitably, and he's very much afraid of that. And also I feel like that if there's anybody who can move past the death of a close companion with more ease than most people, it would be the necromancer, right? I mean, maybe it's a little different for Manfred since he was a wisp and not a humanoid, but I think I've more or less decided Would it make sense if I say I've more or less decided? I'm just still talking myself out of the other option. It's like, I've more or less decided that letting him become a lich seems like the right thing. I just haven't fully let go of bringing back Manfred yet. Because I really like Manfred. It makes me sad. I don't like this decision because it makes me sad. Makes me very sad. But also I feel like it is the right one.
Emmrich, Lichdom is your life's work. Your dream.
I imagined I knew its price. If I haven't even the strength to accept Manfred's sacrifice, I would outlive you all, Rook.
Would you still remember us?
Always. Kept alive in Lichdom's immortal memory. Death's swift touch, held back for all time.
If you really want to go beyond death, I think you have what you need to let all of us rest.
And peace shall follow. You're right. After I make my farewells, I will undergo the last rites of Lichdom. And Rook, thank you.
The only thing that makes me feel better is that I think Manfred would support this decision.
Emmrich probably has to prepare before becoming a lich. I should see how he's doing.
Level up.
Tash, Harding keeps asking me what your favorite foods are.
Why is she asking you?
I think she wants to surprise you with something.
But you told me. It's not a surprise now.
I'm pretty sure whatever Harding makes will be surprising no matter what.
From previous banter about Harding's cooking skills, I'm under the impression that's not necessarily a good thing.
Why is it so cold in here?
Greetings.
Rook, you remember Veilguard? We were discussing some preparations for my Lichdom.
I shall be with you until the end.
They sound supportive.
Vorgoth is doing me a great favor.
Good. Not going to ask what, but good.
I've so much to do. Crafting a glamour, for example. After Lichdom, I'll need an illusion of my mortal appearance for polite company.
Good call.
I've told Harding about the ritual. I'll inform the others afterwards. Rook? Whoop.
Huh. Curious. I know he and Harding went camping, sort of, together that one time, but I wonder why she was the only one he told beforehand.
Would you accompany me during the final rites as witness to my lichdom?
Of course.
Thank you. When you have time,
Vorgoth's spontaneously gone.
I'll send word to the necropolis.
And I gotta see what these guys are gossiping about first.
So, the other griffins, you decided what to do with them, right?
Yeah, they'll be happier in the forest. And who knows, maybe they'll drop in if we need them.
Right, oh, that's great, but just to be sure, you didn't find an extra one, did you?
But Lara, you can't have a griffin.
I didn't say anything.
You don't have to.
You and me both, Lara. You and me both. Monwart's strength did definitely go up, but not quite enough to level up the merchant yet. Alright, where are we putting Emmrich's points? Hey, Uber, how's it going? Good to see you. How have you been? That's a funny looking emote. I like it. What have you been up to lately? Been alright? Good. Glad to hear it. Been pretty good. We had a stressful couple of days because Ghost managed to get a hold of and swallow a piece of wrapping ribbon. But there was a late night trip to the emergency vet a couple nights ago, but seems to be okay so far. Same old, same old. Trying to decide which direction I want to go on this one. I think I'll go this way because a lot of times having stuff that bounces from enemy to enemy is pretty useful. Yeah. Yeah, it was a rough couple days, but he's not eating a lot, but he's eating a little bit, and he seems to be more back up to his normal energy levels today, so we're hoping... Here's a sentence I never thought I would say. We're hoping and praying for shiny silver poop any day now. Oh, Tosh has points I never spent. I always have trouble with the armor versus barrier decisions because it just feels like a coin flip. Yeah, for now. As for my point... I do occasionally get perfect defense. It's usually more by accident than on purpose, if I'm being totally honest. All right, I think... I'll do this next. Let me update title here. All right. Let's see the making of a lich. I have a feeling this is probably one where it's not going to matter who the other person in my party is. It didn't occur to me that for that one it might have taken less time to just run it than it would the loading screen. Oops.
How go your inquiries?
Well, thank you. I've secured my attendance at the Sword of Drax.
Because you convinced Emmrich to become a lich, he's returned to the necropolis.
What's this lichdom rite actually like?
I must pass through the gates and meet the oldest forces in the necropolis. A final appraisal of my soul.
Hail the living! Emmrich Volkaren and his chosen witness, Rock, the challenger who has rebuked the cruel elven gods.
That's me, rebuker of elven gods.
Collect yourselves for the right.
I'm afraid this is as far as you're permitted. If anything should perchance go wrong, what things we've already seen. Thank you for taking me on, Rook.
There's not another necromancer I'd rather have by my side.
Truly?
Truly. Good luck, Emmrich.
I am come to be judged by the dead.
Some scary ass doors, I must say. Damn. Literally unrecognizable.
Emmrich?
I see so much more clearly now. The deeper eddies of the Fade, the pulse of the necropolis. I have been through blood and darkness, and I have emerged into light.
Face is gonna take a little getting used to. But if you're happy, I'm happy.
I feel so much myself. There are vistas before me, and each presents a lifetime's joyful work. All thanks to a friend who helped me find a clear and steady heart.
I'm gonna second work on this one. The face is gonna take a little getting used to. Although he was talking about I forget what he called it, but basically the mortal appearance for polite company, so I imagine he'll probably look like himself again pretty soon.
Thank you for coming, everyone. Please, bear with me. This will be rather difficult to explain. I may appear the same as always, as I stand before you, but I've recently undergone a ritual that...
I thought you'd have a skull face. Like a skeleton.
It must be his glamour. It's really something, Professor. I can't sense you're a lich at all.
Harding?
Oh, no. Was becoming a lich a secret?
I mean, to be fair, you really should have been very specific if Harding was the one person you were going to tell.
So, the lich stuff is true, and you crossed that line.
I'm not sure where these 2 points are going.
A lich? But look at Emmrich. Flesh and blood and everything.
He looks pale.
He always looks pale.
I have questions.
You needn't speak about me as if I'm not here.
Just tell me you'll keep your skin on.
That's not how it...
I should take notes.
You look, why don't we just start from the beginning?
Are you satisfied? Yes, I have entered lichdom, and I am not an abomination, or a demon, or a disconsolate spirit. I have become something more. and yet I am still fully possessed of myself.
So you are a skeleton. Got it.
That was all Tosh cared about. She just wanted to know if he was actually a skeleton.
I wouldn't have helped Emmrich if I didn't trust him to...
Thank you, Rook. But please, allow me. I'd like to think some of us have become friends. I value that more than you might know. But I am changed, and I would never cause you distress by staying where I'm no longer welcomed.
You're no weirder than you were before.
I've seen worse with the Wardens.
You all... Really?
I think you'll be fine.
Okay, now, question time.
Although he can put on a mortal illusion to not frighten people outside Navarra, the professor always appears in his true form to those he trusts. Interesting. Veilguard skill, Death's Caress. The Fade is but a thought away for a Lich. All of Emmerich's abilities have a necrotic touch, and his presence amplifies any afflictions applied by his companions. Cool. Ooh, heroic armor. Lich's Vestige. The silk and ash stitched into this imposing necromancy set protects any wearer prone to accidental dismemberment or decay. That's good. Yes. Detonating a sundered enemy applies quietus. The detonated enemy already has necrosis or quietus. Deal plus 200 necrotic damage. Ooh. Oh, and a new missive from the necropolis. Dear Rook, thank you again for attending the professor's ceremony. I'm not at liberty to speak of the rights of lichdom, but though you could not enter the final chamber, Emmrich expressed gratitude that you awaited him on the other side of his last breath. While a new world beckons the professor, I believe he enters it more gladly than had he never met you all. We look forward to his next visit and your own. Cordially yours, Watcher Myrna, Keeper of the Seals. Which... I'm sure she wouldn't approve of this, but every time I read that, I think seals like marine seals. Like funny little creatures with flippers. Not nearly as dignified as I'm sure she would prefer. Ooh. Close to enough to upgrade the Mornwatch merchant, but not quite. Oh, he really does.
I've wondered, Davrin. Of all our friends, you seemed the least phased when I revealed I'd entered lichdom.
Well, when I took the vow to be a warden, I had to sip darkspawn blood.
That's fascinating.
It's a know-your-enemy thing. Point is, it changed me. Death won't be the same for me as most people. And I accept that. Part of the greater good.
I see. There's nobility in that.
I think lichdom's the same for you.
Okay, priorities. Before we go save the world anymore, we gotta see what the new armor looks like. Ooh. Okay, not gonna lie, that's pretty badass. All right, let's see here. Not gonna lie, even though the Shadow Dragons are a little bit behind the other factions, I'm a little tempted to do something Grey Warden or something Mornwatch next, just to try and get that merchant rank up. It's really just so I can buy the unique, like, level 4 stuff. Maybe we'll do Harding next, because of the 3 companion quests, that one does seem like potentially a shorter one, and it is almost 1 o'clock in the morning. Just update my stream title. I don't know if this even matters anymore since it's been so many months since the game came out, but I already started it, so why not?
Stalgard should be around here somewhere.
After listening to her heart, Harding wishes to nurture her connection with the people of Kalsharok.
I hope he's fully recovered from being trapped in the rock.
I hope so too, but the Kalsharok dwarves are tough. I'd like to see Kalsharok. Do you think Stalgard would take me? Should I ask him? Would that be rude?
Only if you ask rudely.
They're wary of outsiders, but I could learn so much about the dwarves, about myself. Maybe once things have settled down a bit.
Hold on, you know I gotta stop and pick up the shinies first.
Leave it to me.
It's like the dwarf version of holding the door open for you. Wow, now that is a view. Interact.
Stalgard told me about this place. The mountain is rich with lyrium, and the dwarves built this outpost to trade with Tevinter. As long as a dwarf stayed within the fort's walls, it would be as though they hadn't left the stone. They could keep their caste, name, and status.
Right. Traditional dwarves are particular about avoiding the surface.
The Kalsharok don't care about those rules, but Orzammar does.
Long way down. Haha. Yes, please. Give me all the treasures.
Is it just me, or does it feel different now?
You're right. Something's different. Maybe it's because the expression of the Titan's pain that looked like me doesn't live here anymore.
I can't believe that made perfect sense.
Damn. Oh, I thought for sure there was going to be something up there. Can't find treasure on every
I'll
wall.
just move this rock out of our way.
Is this entire mountain a Titan?
It's been still for so long. I can't tell where it begins and ends. It's big, though. They all were.
I'm sure that's where the name comes from. Or maybe we call things Titans because they're big and came from creatures and the other way around. I don't really know, actually.
Those rocks I can move were all parts of the Titans once. Once I knew, I couldn't forget it. Now I sense them all the time, whether they're dead or just sleeping. The story of their fall is the story of our birth. It's why we don't dream, why we're resistant to lyrium, and the reason we feel the earth in our guts.
Oh. I just realized that mountain is totally a hand. Oh, okay, so the weird rock I was looking at and trying to figure out what it looked like, I guess would be a face, because there's another hand over there. That Titan was ripped. You can see the six-pack from here.
Heard ya. We sold lyrium to the Tevinter Imperium. Titan blood, our blood, traded for gold. So they could use it for magic. The elves stole lyrium from the Titans to make themselves bodies. And eons later, we gave it to a new generation of mages. All on our own. It's sad, isn't it? They mined lyrium here too. Isn't that a little ghoulish? Lyrium is the blood of our ancestors. Maybe ancestors isn't the right word. We were part of them. We were them. I don't know the right word.
Oh, that means you get to invent your own. I'm pretty sure that's the rule about such things. I'm getting little kitty face bonks. Do you want that? Satisfactory.
No dark spawn around the deep roads on the way here.
Lace Harding's shade kept them away for a time.
So they'll be back, you think?
It is hard to say. They seem different now, but there will always be patrols.
Hold on, gotta check the corners for treasure. Ooh.
I'm told on us.
That.
To share what we know of recent events. The Shapers are. Alright. But the Assembly will ignore everything we have to say. Of course.
I hope you're courteous.
You telling me to be courteous? Do I look alright?
You look fine.
Fine? What does fine mean? Are the back of my ropes wrinkled?
Lace Harding will not care.
I just want to leave a good impression.
Better not tell her you related to me then.
Okay, I'm very curious about who Dora is and why she's so anxious to impress Harding of all people. Clearly she doesn't know much about Harding, or she would know that Harding would likely have the same reaction herself.
Oh, there he is. Stalguard.
Hold on, there might be clues up here. Oh, maybe not. Aha. Knew it. My shiny senses were tingling. Something like that.
Good. We are all here. I wanted you to meet my sister, Dura. She is a steward of Kalsharok's memories. A historian.
We have heard of your gifts. We wanted to meet you. To learn from you.
From me?
About the Titans. About our past.
You came here to meet me. To talk to me?
Harding could use a little coaching in the art of being a cool badass.
Oh, see, this is the part where you do the thing that shows us how far you've come.
I've learned so much, but I know there's still more to discover. I could tell you what I've learned, but maybe it's better if I show you.
Ooh, the blue eyes.
Hear the song of the stone. You children of Titans.
This is the eternal hymn.
The prayer and the proclamation.
Isa Tunal.
I felt it. I felt the Titans.
I opened my heart to all of you, but I could hold it only for a moment.
But there was an eternity in that moment. Thank you.
No. Thank you. Being here with you. With all of you. I finally understand. We will carry the Titans in our hearts, but it is no longer their time. It is ours.
Everyone's bond increased. Ooh. Harding's abilities also apply bleeding. Harding deals plus 50% damage versus bleeding enemies. Yeah, we're absolutely gonna equip that. Wrong button. requisite sound pits.
You see the size of Elgernon's dragon?
Kind of hard to miss.
She's pretty big.
He, the archdemon Lusicon, is a he.
Male dragons don't have wings.
Elgernon used magic to make the archdemons bigger. Maybe he added wings, too.
Ugh. And he screwed with her horns. What kind of asshole does that?
The kind we kill.
Nev, do you have a favorite food?
Whatever you're cooking.
There must be something.
I might have a weakness for seafood and candlelight.
I'll see what I can do.
Lucanus might be one of the very few people on this team where I don't feel the need to clarify to him that she doesn't mean eating the candlelight. I feel like that would come up with one or two of these people. Was indeed a quick one. Let's see how quickly we can knock out this one. And if it's enough Grey Warden points for me to upgrade that ship and get specialty goodies. It's flight related, so of course we have to bring Davrin. So let me just do that because I can never keep the vulnerabilities and resistances straight, but I got lucky with the last one where I ended up with everybody dealing necrotic damage and all the enemies being vulnerable to it. I have a feeling I'm not going to be so lucky with the Darkspawn.
Let's try something new.
Antoine. Evka.
I can still hear it. Though it is giving me a headache.
Please be careful.
With the container? It's very sturdy. I tested it.
What? When? And how?
Am I interrupting?
No. Our study of the new blight continues.
We know the gods changed the blight. We think it changed more than they realized, or altered itself after.
It's answering to something other than gods.
You sure you're not underselling the scariness there?
I don't know. We could try again.
And give Rook nightmares?
So what's the blight answering to?
Remember the strange call I heard after the Lavendale battle? It was here, in the Wetlands.
We think the source is out a ways, towards the redoubt.
I can tell it's something large, rooted. A construct of the blight itself. An eruption controlling the rest. What that could mean... Everything that calls the blight impacts the Wardens. We withstand it. But gods, archdemons, it all adds strain.
If the eruption calls the blight, then it could mess with us too. Spark the calling sooner. We'll lose ourselves, along with the Wetlands.
That is very bad.
Should you have told me all this about the calling?
First Warden would have said no.
You're our friend. You chase archdemons and fight the blight. It seems fair you know what this means.
Antoine, you hear stuff in the blight, more than some of the others. Are you...
Yes. A little sensitive, but it's not calling to me. Not yet. Like everyone else, I'll know when that changes.
So we kill this eruption. It can't die, right?
That's the hope. Remember those samples you found when we first arrived? Based on our studies, Antoine made an alchemical flame. It's impressive. It should destroy the eruption.
Theoretically. At least the last batch was stable. Mostly.
But if the eruption's controlling the blight and it gets attacked, then the blight around Lavendale might respond.
Yes, its roots are everywhere, and spreading. I can feel them.
These people can't lose their blight experts. I can go after the eruption.
While we guard against nasty side effects here.
It's a plan. I didn't miss the part where Antoine said the alchemical flame is mostly stable.
I'll make sure the containers are sealed.
Maybe don't bang them together.
The blight poisons so much. Water, plants, animals, people. Some would call the Wetlands dead already. But they're not. It's not too late. Whatever the eruption means for the Wardens, we can leave this place better. It's what we're supposed to do.
We'll take our stand in the sheltered glade. Meet us there when you're done.
I just remembered. All that talk about us changing the stream title is probably pointless, but whatever. Then I forgot. There we go. Wrong side. Ah, yep. Resistant to necrotic damage, so I was correct about that. I probably should have changed my ultimate also, but oh well.
Done. Now it's your turn.
Oops. I should not have done that. I'm not technically in battle yet. I almost forgot, even though I just said it. There we go.
About to... Problem. Time to fight. Right. Finale moves yours.
That startled me.
There's definitely something in here. Something wrong.
Let us know when this goes from bad to worse.
Eesh. That took way more tries than it should have. No, okay. Interesting. What's rabbit?
The eruption's on the other side of that barrier.
We'll need to cut off. The tendrils to break through.
And fight if you darkspawn on the way.
You have to move.
Let's go again.
You've got trouble on your right.
Got it covered.
All right. Better move before more darkspawn show up.
Made it through.
A tendril. It's attached over there.
Up on the ledge. We can get at the tendrils from there.
I almost missed that jump.
A ballista.
Well, that could be handy.
Now you notice the ballista I was literally just using.
We're through.
Let's see what's at the heart of this.
Ha. That said that I was missing something shiny.
Oh boy. What is... Is that the Blight eruption?
Then heedeth.
The Darkspawn are protecting it. We need to take them out.
Damn it!
Davrin?
I can hear that eruption. The Blight's spreading. We need to stop it.
We've got company.
Headshot.
What is it?
The eruption's not happening. Just keep fighting. We're not falling to it. Coming in range!
Got things ready. I'm ready. Let's go.
Good job, Nev. Way to take it to them, Nev.
Keep going.
We won't give in.
My job, sir. Your turn.
Clear the area. No problem.
I've done the setup, you do the rest.
There, finish them ropes.
Well, look at that.
This is it. Let's get that eruption.
All right.
All right. We strike, and the whole thing goes up. All right. Time to destroy this thing.
Wow. Antoine knows his shit. That was incredibly effective. I check for like any chests or goodies or anything. I don't think we can get over there. Yeah, no. It's worth looking. It's always worth looking. First I'm going the wrong way. Aren't I always? Her eyes were still glowing and it freaked me out. I would say it can't be that easy, right? But it is a side quest, so maybe it can be? Ooh. Chinese first, because I don't know. Talking to them is gonna kick me out of the area or anything.
They aren't blighted. Were they dormant?
Maybe. They're beautiful. Much like you.
Oh.
Ah, Rook. Hi.
We knew when you hit that eruption. The blight around Lavendel reacted. And there was a sound in it. Like nothing we've heard before.
What happened in there? What was it like?
And there's some pretty scary things in the Minratha's catacombs, but I've never seen anything like that.
A story for your fellow shadows?
Not sure even the Viper will believe it.
When the eruption was destroyed, some of the bigger tendrils pulled back. The remaining blight won't vanish overnight, but it's a good sign. And this place opened up.
The flowers here, they managed to survive, buried, untouched. They have a chance to return now.
Because you stopped the blight eruption, flowers can return. Yay!
Look at you! Out here with the flowers and a moment alone that I walked into the middle of.
You're fine.
Yes, please. Enjoy the flowers.
We thought the Grey Warden's purpose would end when the last archdemons died.
And that time's almost here. It's unbelievable.
The Order is those of us left now. When the archdemons fall, some wardens will hang up their swords. Until they're calling, at least.
So the Wardens are finished?
No, our numbers may get smaller, but Efka and I will be here. Others will stay too.
There's still blight in the world. There's something new calling to it. And to us.
There's blight inside us too. If it changed out there, have we changed as well?
What matters is that if new evils show up, we'll be here to keep them back.
Are you doing okay with all this? Really?
Don't worry. I'm good. I've got everything I need right here.
Oh.
Me too.
Do you really think something inside you has changed?
It's possible. Or maybe we're the same. But does that mean we'll be the same? You can't sense the blight. But trust us, it feels different. And the sound is changing too.
As for what it means, it's like Antoine said. We don't know yet.
I'm sure you'll be fine. But if there's anything I can do, just say.
Of course. It's good we answered your first letter. And it didn't catch fire.
What?
It may have come close to an explosive, but we all met in the end.
The blight feels relentless most of the time. We see what it does up close.
The world dying, how it spreads. But we keep going.
And look, these flowers can make it back.
They really can. And they're beautiful.
I think so.
Lavendel was named for flowers. They must have been everywhere before. When we get back.
We can stay here a bit longer first.
Oh, yes. I thought I heard birds earlier. Maybe we can find them?
Oh, yes. 400 Grey Warden strength. I'm 99% positive that takes me solidly over what I need to level up their shop again.
Getting better!
The Blight's retreating. The Warden's won.
We work together.
Yeah.
You're keeping busy.
Yes. Woohoo! Ooh. That's good. I want to see all the options though before I... Commander's presence. Rally party effectiveness plus 100. Gain rally party when combat starts and deal minus 30 damage from all sources. Interesting. Minus 30% rather. You know we gotta buy the statue. As much as the collector in me wants to pick this up, he's got his Heroes of Veilguard armor already. And I think it's better than any of his previous armors are going to be. I will get that, though. This is my currently equipped. We'll do that. Go get that and that too.
You all set?
Now I get to go see what stuff looks like. Still alive. Rook, what you've done for Lavendel, I thought I should thank you, but now I'm writing this and can't find the words. Our village is no stranger to bad luck and unfortunate occurrence. Somehow, part of it is always stays standing. That doesn't mean the people always survive with it. Yet so many of us are still here. It's because you and Evka and Antoine never saw us as a lost cause. This is the Anderfelds. If you aren't dead, then you're still alive. I may have a warden's lifespan, whatever that means now, but I'm still alive. Every day I see more flowers returning. Oscar taught me how to use them to help others. I'll make sure his lessons live on. Sincerely, Flynn. Gotta go look at our new shiny outfits and things, and then we'll call it for the night. Oh, hold on. Oh, this is the one I was thinking of. Okay, so that is new. It just didn't register as new. Pretty sharp looking. That's an interesting one. Kind of forgot I picked that one up. I just realized that that one kind of matches Davrin's, except Davrin's has that really cool gold glow at the end. Where? I did get the new bow appearance, did I not? It was called a flat bow. I wonder if that's another one of those bugs. Ooh, that's cool looking. Oh, there's more new ones than I thought we did. Oh, maybe we get like a set or something? Oh, maybe it's just 2 new ones. I hadn't actually looked yet, but I was correct about the golden tree sculpture being the same as the one in the crossroads. That's pretty cool looking. And with that, I am going to call it for tonight. Thank you guys for joining me, as always. I will be back next Monday with probably Shadow Dragon stuff, honestly. And depending on how long Nev's quest takes, then also Balara's. Because we're getting close to the point of no return in the story quest, so gotta wrap all that stuff up. Yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic week. Take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and I will see you all next Monday. Have a good night, guys.